On June 24th, 2019, I finished writing Edge of Space. It was a song about traveling the world, but eventually it became a love song about a girl I wanted to meet in Toronto, which is kind of far from home. But I felt this inexplicable fear about our whole situation that became the crux of the song, I guess. I wrote the song on the piano in the scale of D major, but I found that the sound of my Telecaster suited the whole idea I was going for a little bit better, so I replaced the piano with this. The song opens up with 8 chords. It's not the most complex chord progression, but it had this delicate balance between comfort and tension that was kind of synonymous to my whole situation, really. So I went with it, and almost instantly I had this idea for the drums. I wanted the drums to sound a bit mysterious, so I designed the snare to sound like a spaceship door. With this vague idea in my head, it was a long, frustrating 3 months dedicated to designing the sounds to fit with this theme. The only thing I want to talk about in the first verse is the style of vocals, which continuously change throughout the song. It begins with a cutoff filter, which clears up as the second verse comes in. I introduced a Moog in this verse to add some brightness into the song, which sort of goes hand in hand with the lyrics in the segment that talk about hope. That quickly changes to uncertainty and fear in the first chorus. The vocals are slightly less confident in this part. I embedded a ticking sound in the segment to add emphasis to the line "I'm out of time." That lyric pretty much sums up this entire chorus, really. So far, all the vocals are in mono, but by the end of this chorus, the vocals become a stereo image for the first time. The third verse encompasses what I thought about companionship at the time. Instead of adding brightness, I filtered the Moog to build up and cut off completely. The same thing happens with the bass line, but when they do cut off, the ticking sound becomes slightly faster. All of this gave me the perfect opportunity to drop the strings. Introducing my 4-month-long boss battle. Initially, I wanted this chorus to be just the strings, vocals, and a groovy bass line. But I brought in the drum beat from the intro and they just glued in really nicely. If I were to ever give up on a song, the vocals for this part would have been my breaking point. Because at the time I wrote it, I envisioned this part to be beyond my vocal range, and it took me months to train my voice to sing at this pitch. I also added in older vocal attempts as the harmony for the chorus, and it sounded good. At this point, it was roughly 5 months since I wrote the song. My friend Christy, who's helped me with many artworks in the past, drove me out to the beaches, and we got the artwork exactly how I pictured it. I threw a release party for this song, and everyone who came helped me erase all the pre-release fear and doubts I had. And I finally got to releasing it on November 18th, 2019. And that was it.